Hey YouTube, welcome to another video. Shout out to all the subscribers, not just subscribers, but people who are active in the community, asking questions, being a part of this community means a lot to me, and I appreciate your input as well as your questions, and I do my best to answer the questions as best as I know how. Now today's subject is a very interesting one. It's how can bad photographers make a great living? And the funny thing is I've actually seen this in action. So I'm going to give you a recipe on how to make a living, really no matter how good your skill set is. Now you have to have a standard that, you know, produce something of decent. But I remember a few years ago I was shooting a video at a local spa, and there was someone there taking photographs. So they had just hired me to shoot the video and someone else to do the photos. And you know, I struck up a conversation with the gentleman. He was extremely pleasant, extremely professional, and we chit-chatted for a bit. He gave me his business card, and I'm a curious kind of person, so I decided when I got home I would log on and see what his photos looked like. And his photos were not good. I mean, in all honesty, they were bad. But as I looked through his website, I mean, he was doing a lot of work for a lot of clients. And so it got me to thinking, you know, I mean, I think that quality is important. So if his quality isn't there, then how in the world is he being so successful at his business? Well, it comes down to a few principles. And if you adopt these principles in your business, you will actually become successful, regardless of your skill set to some degree. Now, first thing you need to be is professional, friendly, and very courteous. So you need to be a person, if you don't have a really high skill set, you need to be extremely professional, extremely kind, and extremely courteous when you're dealing with clients. You just kind of bend over backwards for them. You do whatever they ask of them for you. And this is stuff that I've observed. Next, you deliver your product on time. So if you're extremely kind, you're extremely professional, and you deliver a product, and the product is okay, acceptable, then they'll be happy with it because you were extremely kind and you gave it to them on time. Okay, so that is a really good factor to have in the back of your head, is how can I make my business successful? Now, in order to go up to the next level, because this person may have only been doing smaller end jobs, even though he was doing a lot of them, maybe they were smaller end, and maybe he would never break into the higher end jobs. So when you add good quality on top of that, then is actually where you're going to hit the upward mobility and be able to charge a bit of a higher price and do higher end work. But you can make it as a substandard photographer with other skill sets. And I have seen over and over, and this is one of the reasons why I have business up there by photo and video, is that a lot of times in our colleges and universities, for any degree like photography or filmmaking, they don't really teach you any business skills. And I think that is one of the worst things out there, because they teach you how to use a camera and then throw you in the real world and say have fun. Well, that doesn't pay the bills. Your knowledge of your camera and how good you are with it are not going to pay your bills. You need to understand business, how business works, and actually how to get into business. So as I go through my videos, that's always in the back of my head, is business. That's what's kept me afloat, is good business. Hopefully, and yes, my work has improved and gotten better, and I have had very happy clients with my work, and they keep calling me back. So this is how I built my business, but I had a good sense of business. It's one of the passions of mine. So I think that a lot of information out there, they talk a lot about gear, but they never infuse the business side with the gear. So you need really 2 out of 3 things. You need to either be on time and extremely courteous, and the client will love you for your work. If your work is really, really, really good and you're kind, but you're a little late, the client will forgive you because your work is still really, really good and you were kind to them. Do you understand this principle? You only need 2 out of 3. 2 out of 3 to be successful. So when you see like other photographers work or video producers and you're wondering, that's not that good, how do they make it? They figured out 2 out of the 3 out of that equation. You gotta either be on time and deliver good product, or deliver good product and be really kind, and you just got to get 2 out of those 3. So this is how you can make it as a photographer, video producer, just about any form of business. You need 2 out of those 3. Hey, I hope this was helpful. If you find this channel useful and helpful, get involved in the community. Subscribe if you haven't, if that's what you want to do. I leave links to stuff below, gear that I use. And that just helps the channel. There is no pressure. You don't pay more for clicking on those links. I get a few pennies. It's fine. Either way, it's just there. If you need something, feel free to use them. So I hope this was helpful, and we will see you in the next video.